Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos, and today I have for you a mask hero deck. It's nothing special. I opened a few packs today. I think I spent about 1,000 gems on the latest box, and I pulled mask hero Diane, which is a new card for me. I was not able to pull this card whenever it came out in the selection box, so I never got to try it out, when it was first released, so I decided to give it a go. It's a pretty standard mask hero build. I don't know if nowadays mask heroes even want to run Solid Soldier and Diane, but that was the main reason of me trying to build this deck, so that's why we have them in there. The rest, as I said, pretty standard. We have 3 Decider, 2 Drill Dark, 3 Mass Change. I'm going very aggressive with this build, so I put in 3 World Legacy Clash, because even if I can't destroy a monster, I want to have them at low attack so I can deal a bunch of damage. One thing I like to do is attack with my big boys first, destroy a monster. If there's something else that my small Destiny heroes can't get over, I then use the World Legacy Clash with the big boy, put them at 0 attack, and then just basically deal direct damage to them. So that's why we're running the 3. 1 Econ, 1 Treacherous, trying to keep it somewhat competitive, because honestly I expected to run into a lot of Dark Lords, and luckily I did not. I guess people are taking a break from all the competitiveness that was the KC Cup. They're just playing fun decks in King of Games. I did add a Brave Neos engine because, as I mentioned, I thought I was going to get bodied by really competitive decks. It ended up not happening that way. But I mean, mask heroes are not around for a reason, and Brave Neos Fusion is going to help them out a little bit without really making this an unfair deck or anything like that. Extra deck, pretty standard. 1 Diane, 3 Anki, and 2 Brave Neos. I'm using Beatdown because I was expecting a lot of Dark Lords. I was expecting a lot of Blue Eyes, monsters that have a really high attack, so I needed to figure out a way of get over them, since none of my monsters can get over 2800 base attack. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna go ahead and show you guys some replays. And I just realized that there was no audio or no game sound that whole deck explanation, so I apologize. It's been a while since I recorded a video, so normally I have to mute it for the intro and then I unmute it so you guys can hear it. Sorry about how awkward and quiet that probably was. But at least it wasn't too long, under 3 minutes before we got the regular music. Alright, but here we're gonna begin this Jaden Yuki and using a Neo Space deck. This is obviously advantage me because it's gonna boost my Brave Neos, and I still have my beatdown skill. So we're gonna go for Solid Soldier. I just wanted to swarm the board right here, set my World Legacy Clash. Solid Soldier is gonna let me special summon a monster, level 4 Lord Hero monster from my hand. Drill Dark, when it's normal or special, can let me do the same. So we're able to swarm the board with 3 monsters turn 1. Neo Space Connector is going to summon Air Hummingbird. Going to a Brave Neos. I really want him to attack one of my actually Drill Dark. He couldn't attack Decider because he's level 6 or higher. But there was no point in activating my World Legacy Clash. It wasn't going to be small enough for me to attack over it with my other monster, so I just let him destroy me. He does get a Neos Fusion, which is not too good, but from what I can see, he's gonna have trouble getting over my Destiny Hero Decider. So we're gonna add the Solid Soldier here. Kind of a mistake because he's just gonna discard it with Aqua Neos. Here I could have used my World Legacy Clash, but I decided to just take the damage, even though it's gonna put me at 500. Because he can't get over my Deciders, he can't attack them. We pick up the Brave, the Neos Fusion, so my beatdown is gonna let me get over his Brave Neos over there. And this is what I was talking about. We activate the World Legacy Clash. I'm able to do a ton of damage on top of that, and also get rid of his Aqua Neos, which wasn't really a huge threat. He couldn't get over my Brave Neos and cannot attack my Decider. He's gonna Miracle Contact into Storm Neos. I thought he was gonna shuffle everything, but I guess he knew I'm holding a Neos Fusion, so he was gonna lose anyway. So he's just gonna discard the Neos Fusion, try to destroy my Brave Neos. I pick up an Elemental Hero Neo, so I'm just gonna hard tribute that to boost my Brave Neos to 4200, dealing the 1000 damage that I need to just finish the game over the Aqua Neos. So yeah, unlucky for my opponent, you know, to be running Neo Space, and I happen to be running Brave Neos as well. But we take those. And then we have a Weevil deck. I have not seen Parasite since the skill got nerfed. So I'm not gonna say I was glad to see this, but it was a little refreshing. Like, oh yeah, this used to be a thing. So he shuffles 2 Parasites into my deck. I'm not gonna summon the Decider because I don't want to play into a Lava Golem. Jaden Sick Whistle right off the bat. 3 back row and a monster. So my plan here is to go for the attack. That way we can see if his back row is activatable. You know, bait anything we need to bait before I activate my mass change. And then also, since this could be a monster that cannot be destroyed by battle, I have the Treacherous ready. Go for the attack. Is gonna Canadia. I'm gonna respond with mass change. Summon Anki, second Canadia. He's gonna summon the other Canadia from the graveyard, and I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and use my Treacherous. He's gonna summon the other Canadia, but at least he's all out of Canadias, and I destroy, you know, his entire field. It is a Worm, so I'm gonna mill 3 from the deck, pick up a Elemental Hero Neos. I picked him up because if I get hit with Lava Golem, I want to be able to hard tribute into my Brave Neos, into my Elemental Hero Neos, and just get rid of the Lava Golem. He's running Crawler Receptor, I guess for the skill requirement of running some insects. This is gonna let him add a Crawler monster from his deck to the hand. However, I think that back row is nothing, and I'm gonna be able to pick up a mass change here, hit him for 13, special summon Mass Hero Diane, and go for the 28. Yeah, so there was no sort of delay on my Solid Soldier attack, so it was safe for me to just overextend and end the game that turn. Alright, next we have Tea. And this was a very strange deck, although it worked. It worked really well for my opponent. Dual Standby, I was expecting the one with the Spirit Monster that prevents monster effects. This is actually a Dark Magician. We're gonna go ahead and swarm the board because we can. We also have a Treacherous, so we can target our Brave Neos and whatever he summons. But then I see that it's a... well, here I don't know what it is yet. After I attack, I'm gonna see that it is indeed a Dark Magician deck. He's running Legion the Fiend Jester, OG Searcher, which is good because I don't have to waste my Treacherous until he summons his his 2 Dark Magicians. It's gonna be forced to summon here to not take all that damage. I did know there was a World Legacy Clash because I felt a delay, but that's fine. We're not really in danger of getting OTK'd right here. He can deal massive amounts of damage, but he goes for Eye of Timaeus instead to get rid of my Neos Fusion in the graveyard. I don't know if I agree with this play, only because he had a Magician's Navigation in the graveyard, meaning he was going to be able to negate one of my spells, and I feel like that was more valuable than just getting rid of my Neos Fusion, since my Brave Neos is at 200 attack. It's gonna add another Magician's Navigation, set that in the back. But because I felt no delay, I knew there was no Dark Magician coming. So we're just gonna Brave Neos. I switched this guy to defense position because when you destroy the Amulet Dragon, he does summon a Dark Magician, and that would have been lethal over the Solid Soldier. But there's no delay, I don't have to worry about Magician's Navigation. He does have one in the grave, which means he can negate my spell, but it doesn't matter, because Beatdown is going to let me finish him off just attacking over the Dark Magician. And even if he did, I didn't need to attack the face down, which was probably going to be another Jester. Giving him a Dark Magician, I could use my mass change on the Drill Dark and go for a direct attack. But yeah, you guys can see everybody was playing different decks. They were out there having fun. So it was a fun time in the hour or so I play ranked this today. Alright, here we have a Dark Signer, and this deck surprised me a lot. It was really cool. We're gonna summon Decider, go for Neo's Fusion. I activate the effect of Decider so I can add my Solid Soldier from the graveyard. Not really because I need him, just because I wanted to have the option to go into Mass Hero Diane. I'm gonna special summon Chaos Hunter, and this is an Infernity deck. To some degree at least. We're gonna activate Beatdown after we summon a second Brave Neos. So yeah, right here there's not a lot of mass change going on, but you know, we gotta work with what we have. Sets a monster. I'm gonna try to play around the Drowning Mirror Force. So we're gonna attack into a Sting Insecurity. It's gonna special summon another one. I decide not to overextend here, just let it go. I have a Treacherous, I can destroy this. I also pick up an enemy controller so I can switch it into attack and, you know, hit him that way. But what I'm trying to do here is play around the Drowning Mirror Force. The way you do that is you attack into the monster first. You get to the battle step, which is no longer attack declaration, and then you activate your Treacherous. This is going to be off the field. Your attack is going to go through as a direct attack, and you can't activate anything such as Drowning Mirror Force. So that's a free 34 right there. We're going for finishing with the Decider. He's going to summon 100 Ice Dragon using the King's Consonance, so that was pretty cool. But unfortunately for him, I have way too many resources because his deck is inherently slow. So I can Econ take, I can mass change into a direct attack. Basically I could do anything I want, and he understandably scoops. And then last but not least, this was a pretty free win, but I wanted to show you how the deck can pop off with Solid Soldier. So I kept it in here. It's also not, I mean, you guys have seen Mass Hero. It's not like I'm showing you something crazy and new. It was just basically me trying to try out those cards that happened to be new for me. Ancient Gear Wyvern is going to add Ancient Gearbox. Gearbox is going to add an Ancient Gear Frame, and then that he's just going to end his turn. So we have an easy OTK, especially now that we pick up the Mass Change. Solid Soldier is going to summon Decider. We're going to activate Mass Change. Summon Diane. Now we can activate Brave Neos after we've done all our special summoning. Go for Beatdown, and just look at this field. Look at this disgusting field. 34, 34, 16. He does have a that coin flip monster. Arcana Force 14. So he's going to be protected from the 3400 damage. But we're still good. He can't even attack my Decider with his big golem if he wanted to. So he just passes and we get the win. Didn't really get to use Diane's effect that much. So I don't know, maybe I'll play this deck some more and see how it does. But it was definitely nice to play against decks that are not, you know, full tryhards at the moment. After playing the KC Cup and getting King of Games last week, it definitely felt like a, you know, fresh breath. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want, and I will see you guys next time.